Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Martine Chiella. In this video here, we are going to be decorating our living room, our family room for the Christmas holiday, okay? So this is a space we're going to be working with. I've already gone ahead and removed all the fall stuff and cleaned it. We're going to put a little bit of holiday vibes, and I'm just going to get this floating shelf here wiped down before I get started. Okay, so this is the area that we are going to be working with. Like I said, we're just going to be bringing in a couple of pieces. The idea for this space right here is we wanted to go for more of a traditional Christmas. And when I was going ahead and picking out things, I didn't actually have a full vision in mind of like how it was gonna come together. I was pretty much just picking things and hoping that it was going to work, but I was very satisfied in the way that things came together when I was putting them together. This particular throw right here, I got it a couple of years ago at Costco, and it's a very nice throw, and I really love this piece here. I believe 2 years ago, I believe 2 years ago I got it at Costco. So I thought it would go very well here because we like to have a couple of throws in our family room because a lot of us, we just like to snuggle on the chair, and we sometimes just like to have, one each sometimes. And so this is the other one that is going to be pairing in this section right here, and I thought this one complemented the little accent pillow that's right in the on the sectional there very well. And so right here I just went ahead and I put in the command hooks underneath the floating shelves just so that I have a space to hang these two socks. I didn't get a chance to do the DIY I wanted to do with the kids, but we're more likely going to do it later on. I wanted to add a letter of their first name for both of them, so we're going to do a little DIY together, so just so that they have something that we are doing for the holidays to look forward to. For the sake of not going over where I got everything that you're going to be seeing in this video from, I always like to do before this video, you will find a haul video of where I shopped and where I got things from. So if you're interested in knowing where I picked up some of these things, you're going to find them in my haul video, which will be linked in the description down below. So what I'm working on right now is I'm just weaving these two garlands together and just zhuzhing it just to get, a look together from these two pieces. So the first the first one is actually double in length. And what I did is I just folded it so that it looks a little bit more thicker, and also that it fits that floating shelf right there, because the floating shelf is not super long. And I've used a similar technique in my garlands, as well as all of my DIYs. When I'm working with garlands, I take two pieces of stems like this, and I just use them to tie around instead of using like anything else to kind of bind the pieces together. I find it's just more natural and easier to bind the two garlands together with two stems by just taking two like this and twisting them like this. And then when I finish doing that, I just kind of shape the garland in the direction that I wanted. I also picked up these fairy lights as well. I've never used them before. I wanted to add them to this garland right here and see what it looks like. I was loving the look that it was giving, and I'm definitely going to be going back for more. Now, this video right here, I'm putting up the stuff that I have, like I told you guys, and there's definitely some pieces and things that are missing. But when it came to the living room section here, I believe this was more than enough. I'm probably just going to be picking up another one of these fairy lights just to add to this particular garland, and that would be probably the final touch on this little garland DIY right here. And if you guys want like a more of a slower tutorial on how I do these DIYs, I can definitely post one for you. I did not want to see those cords, so I put that little sign right there, and my special little deer I picked up right here went right there. Moving on to the main feature of the living room, which is the tree. I wasn't quite sure whether I was going to be planting it in the dining room section or the living room section. We decided to go for the living room section because there was originally an olive tree right there, and I just thought it went well there. So we are going to be putting our Christmas tree right there. Now the tree, I picked it up from Walmart. I will try to link the one that I actually got here in the description down below. It was an affordable price considering the prices that these trees are going for. I was going to, I had a budget in mind and I didn't want to go over that budget. And that's why you see me tweaking certain things in a particular way, just so that I achieve the look I'm kind of going for. And the look I'm going for, I just want like more of a kind of a clean traditional Christmas. I don't want over the top where things kind of like are all over the place and it doesn't make sense. I kind of wanted to make sense and be a cohesive traditional Christmas, and that's kind of like what I am going for. In terms of like I said before, I wasn't quite sure in the beginning how everything was going to come together, but I was very satisfied in terms of the pieces and how everything tied in together. I went ahead and I assembled the pieces. So they just come in 3 pieces there. The letter C, you attach it to letter B, and then you attach the letter B to letter A, and that's how it just kind of like lights up. This is the first year where we actually have this color flock tree. We normally go for a green tree, but I thought we'd change it up a bit. So this is the first time we're actually working with this tree right here. I thought this tree here is beautiful on its own. So with the ones that have like a little bit of the kind of like a snow effect on it, I find with these ones, less is more, right? You don't want to overdo this tree here. You just want to fill in the gap and make sure that this tree, has been flocked, zhuzhed correctly all around, so that it doesn't have so much gapping in it, which it absolutely did. This is, it's coming out of the box. It hasn't been used before or anything like that. And it does make a mess. That's one thing for sure that I didn't even realize with this tree. So it's my first time around with this kind of snow flocked tree. So something to keep in mind if you are considering a tree like this rather than your traditional green one that doesn't have like the snow effect on it. So this is how it's looking without even being flocked. So right now I'm just gonna go in and do the job and take my time just opening up all the branches so it doesn't have so much spaces, so that I don't have to do the most. Like I said, this tree is beautiful on its own. Like this, because of the snow effect already and the light, it is gorgeous. When I finished opening up the tree, I just went ahead and put some blankets at the bottom. I did not buy a skirt for the tree. I find those are expensive, and I find that the look with the blankets just works fine. And so I use normal throw that I normally use on the couch every so often, just to give it a little bit more of a body. And then I use this one. This one I picked up a couple of years ago. It was very inexpensive. It was like $14.99, and it was white one. It has a little bit of kind of like of a fur to it, a very nice texture, and it kind of like gave me that snow effect at the bottom. And so that's just how I left it, and I thought it went very well like that. So these are the two ribbon style that I was going to be working with this year. And after looking at them two and debating, I ended up just sticking to one. I did not want the other one to kind of clash with this one, even though that gold one was supposed to be complementing this red velvet one. This red velvet one here, the trim of it has hints of gold, and I thought it was going to be complementing it very well, but I did not want it to be outshined. I wanted this velvet color to be the star of the show, because this particular velvet material here is what has been carried through my other pillow, which is on my chair. Those pillow covers, I actually got them off of Amazon, and I just dressed the pillows that I had before, that I had picked up in for the fall decor. So moving on to the ribbon, after I figured out the technique that I wanted to play around with, I just didn't want to wrap the ribbon all around. I wanted a particular technique because I wanted the lights of the tree to kind of come through, and because I'm not going to be doing light layering this year, and like I said to you guys, I am on a budget, I'm not going to be doing light layering, and the tree is already pre-lit. I decided just to complement the tree nicely by just picking a technique in terms of picking a technique of ribbon that works with what I was going for. And so what I'm doing here is just a technique here where I am folding the ribbon here in about 3 pieces here, and every time I fold the pieces here, they're actually getting a little bit shorter. And when I fold it like this, and if I want the material that I was working on to show through, I just twist it once, and that's about it. And I'm using this hook here to bind those pieces that I have folded in that technique together, so it gives me that ribbon effect. And once it's binded together like that, then you're able to more open it up and shape it into the direction that you want it. I was very intentional in the ribbon that I chose. I wanted the ribbon that had a little bit of wiring to it so that I can manipulate it and get that desired look that I was going for. And that's the ribbon I went for. I made about 5 of these ribbon bows to tuck into the tree, and they all had a tail to them, and this is what it was coming along like. The next thing I did was I put these picks at the top, and because this gold right here was the gold that I was working with my ornament, I decided to bring it out. I didn't want a traditional topper at the top of my Christmas tree, and I didn't want too much happening. Like I told you guys, I wanted the ribbon to kind of like be the star of, like, you know, the decor on the tree, kind of like the main dresser of the tree, and that's exactly what I did. So I put 3 of these picks at the top, kind of just letting them kind of like fall kind of like naturally, and that was the color that you were going to see kind of going woven into the tree itself. We are also bringing out the whites, the traditional whites, to complement the reds and and this is what it is looking like, and I am loving the direction that it is going. I had a few of these pics, and I love the little detail of the bird. When you are looking at the tree, you're finding like little intricate little designs in it when you're actually looking at it, but yet everything is kind of flowing together very nicely. This pillow, oh my goodness, it just went with the ribbon. It was like it came together, but yet I got it like off of Amazon. It was the first thing that I actually purchased, and I was trying to make it work with the look, and I was trying to bring it out, and I wasn't quite sure how to bring out this red velvet, but the ribbon was like the exact match to this pillow right here, and I absolutely loved it. And these are the little red details that are in the tree, and very gentle, simple, but it's all in there, and it made the tree look so beautiful. And I think it looked way better in person. I believe like the camera sometimes doesn't really capture things in the way that you want it to be captured. The garland brought the greenery that I wanted, but it also had like that little of that snow effect on there. The different colors and the texture, the sweater material, the velvet, the fur on that just plain sectional. It worked with our faux snow. It just worked. It tied in the look together. Everything looked clean, polished, and it wasn't like a messy traditional kind of throw everything in there and it's like, hey, it's Christmas. The hints of reds were there, and I absolutely love this garland. I love the way that it turned out, and I love it even more when the lights are turned off. And y'all remember these signs that I picked up at the dollar store, my local dollar store, and everything just came together so beautifully. Drop me a comment down below and let me know, do you guys usually decorate this early for Christmas, for the holiday season, or you guys just wait until after Thanksgiving to give any of this stuff a thought, or do you guys do it right away after Halloween is out and out of the way? So this is how it is looking like in the evening. I'm telling you guys, it came together very well. And these little deer right here, this one in particular matched the bigger one that I have on this floating shelf right here. I added a few things to this, a few of the pieces that came with the ornaments. These were the assorted ornaments that I picked up off of Walmart. One pack was more than enough to dress this whole tree right here. Like I said, it did not need much because the tree itself is a nice tree. Okay, and the ornaments that came, it was assorted. It had all the colors that I wanted to work with, and you know, to bring out this tree in a very nice and settled way. Let me know in the comments down below, what did you guys think of how I pulled off this? Oh my goodness, you know. I would love to have you on my channel here as a subscriber, so do hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss another video from me. Again, thank you so very much for watching. Happy holidays, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye for now.